everybody. What's up? What's up? Balloons. I'm joking. I hope everyone's doing well. And I'm sorry I'm late. I'm so sorry I'm late. I was meant to start at 12:45, then 1, and now I'm starting. Blame my work, not me. And I will actually blame me as well, because I guess work is on me. But hey, that's not important. Today we're here to talk about My Hero Academia 423. And I will say this: I do owe everybody a review of the first 2 episodes of the MHA anime. I don't know when I'm gonna drop that. I'm gonna be real. Maybe tomorrow, to be honest with you, and probably drop episode 3 as well. But I hope everyone's doing well. I hope you've had a great day. Sup, Tink? How you doing today, dude? Europa League. Europa League, bro. Who would have thought? Who would have thought we might make it? Oh, granted, we need Man U to lose against City, but we might make it, bro. We might actually be doing something in this trash season. So bro, it's great to be a Chelsea fan right now. I'm not even gonna lie. Don't know how I feel about this chapter. I have a feeling Shigaraki loses. Because I've not seen any spoilers, but I've seen like little things here and there, and I see a lot of Shigaraki trending. So I'm thinking, all right, Shigaraki might lose, but I'll just wait and see. Well, I'm about to start the chapter. I'm very excited for tomorrow's episode of MHA because that's the reveal, guys. That is the UA traitors type stuff. So it's gonna be interesting. Most controversial all MHA, Shigaraki loses. Let me, you know what? Let's just get straight on with the chapter. So the last chapter, by the way, I reread last chapter. That chapter was still gas. I'm sorry. It's, oh my God, what a chapter. So gas, man. Anyway, chapter 423. All for one, one for all versus all for one. Shigaraki loses, man. All right, let's see. An attack pushed through as Deku hit Shigaraki coming back from the last chapter. Shigaraki is taking that hit straight to the core. And then Shigaraki says, "Why didn't I notice? This strange feeling that this ragged body isn't using super regeneration. Could he? No, they had to be planning it." So last chapter, I remember Shigaraki had blood coming out of his arms, and now he's realized he's like, wait a minute, why am I taking damage and I'm not being regenerating? It seems like one for all inside all for one, or the vestiges that are being absorbed into all for one are doing some damage to Shigaraki. So yeah, I know. Okay, sorry, fair enough. Sorry, my bad. It's technically still AFO in Shigaraki's body. It's AFO who's taken over Shigaraki. Yes, my bad. But we'll wait and see. So he said, could he? No, they had to be planning this. Look at all the heroes, man. Individually, they're not very threatening. Yet their animosity converged to overwhelm me, dulling my senses, as that hit is still connecting. And he's feeling, it's like Deku's like, give me your energy. And he's getting hit. And AFO's like, oh my God. Anyway, when Yoichi and the others users struck me at that time, I didn't feel it in my soul, but also in my body. And then flashbacks to Deku and All Might doing the image trailing, where he says, your limp noodle body isn't ready for it. Your limbs would pop off. And then Deku goes, over the past 2 years, I've strengthened what I've got from the 8th. It's the crystallization of the power of 9 people, which is technically, okay, so basically what he's saying is, he did an All Might punch, is what he's saying. Okay, so yeah. So Shigaraki is getting shattered, and he's shattered. This body was also crumbling apart. Wait, what? Oh my God, he's getting shattered. Wait a minute. Like, everything's shattering. What's his face? I think it's Kendo. What's his name again? The guy who does the earth tremoring quirk. I forgot what his name is. I think it's, no, it's not Kendo. Kendo's the girl with big hands. What's his name? Damn it. What's his name? Whatever. He says his quirks are vanishing, right? Then Kirishima says, did Midoriya finish him? And Shigaraki is literally crumbling. Or AFO is literally crumbling. Uh-oh. He goes, not yet. Boom! Brings out a bunch of like tendrils and stuff. Ew. It's always spikes with AFO, right? So it's the AFO. It seems like the AFO quirk, or the quirk that AFO absorbed from his mom and all, is what's activating, which is kind of mad. It's like Shindo, that's his name, Shindo. And sup, Floor, how you doing? Thank you, Shindo is his name. So Shigaraki goes, not yet. And then Deku goes, he's using his quirks to to forcibly stop the crumbling, right? Crumbling. Sorry, I had to. Anyway, so AFO goes, nothing has been finished yet. No one will take anything from me. Only my dream will come true. No one, nothing will be inherited or passed down. There is only one Demon King. Then that says AFO. And then Deku goes, that's right. Just need to keep repeating it, just like I did with that foolish Timura. Oh, okay. That's what AFO is saying to Deku. That's right. Just need to keep repeating it, just like I did with that foolish Tomura. Midoriya is now quirkless. I can use him or anybody. Oh, so they're saying like they should jump into Deku. Makes sense. I can use him or anybody else. I just have to transfer them my all for one quirk and take their body. My vessel! And the Deku goes, stop this all for one. And then Christ. Aizawa goes, Midoriya! Shirokuma comes out. Present Mike, Shirakumo's eyes are coming out. He's seeing Deku fly towards AFO. And then Shirokuma says, Shota Yamada, I'm sorry. And then flashback to Tomura, Shirokuma, Kurogiri protecting Tomura, Shigaraki. And remember, all the way back then, Kurogiri's whole thing was, I gotta protect Shigaraki Tomura. So he's like, I'm sorry, warps. And where does he warp into? Deku. I must protect Tomura Shigaraki, right? Mike's like, damn it all. I knew it. No matter where, you always reach out to those in need. Oh, I see. So basically, Shirokuma is reaching out to the person in need, which is Shigaraki, which Kurogiri has always been, okay, I need to protect Shigaraki. Makes sense. All for one. Please give back Tomura Shigaraki. And then, oh, so we warped with AFO away. Oh. And then, all right, I forgot about that flashback when Spinner went to Shirokuma and said, yo, save Shigaraki, right? Protect Shigaraki. And they're all like, no. So yeah. So anyway, oh no, Deku's hand is being warped at the same time. He goes, who said his friends are waiting? Oh, okay, Shirokuma said his friends are waiting. Oh, and then Bakugo came in and saved Deku's ass, man. Oh my god, he saved his ass. And he was trying to, I think, throw some explosions in to get AFO. But anyway, Bakugo. And he goes, go to the hospital? You gotta be kidding me. I came here to use my explosion, says Bakugo. Shoto goes, I only borrowed Todoroki's jump board. Ah, yeah. Oh, no, AFO's still there. Oh, wait, did they both teleport there? Wait a minute, I'm tripping. Deku's there. Bakugo's exploding. Why is AFO still there? I'm a bit lost. What happened here? So he said warp, and he tried to warp. Oh, I think he just talked to Shigaraki and warped away. Wait, what? No. Oh, I see what happened. So Shirokuma tried to warp AFO away, but Deku and Bakugo hit Shirokuma. I'm assuming at the I know he has a weak point in his neck, I believe, right? So he let go, I think, of Shigaraki. Am I tripping? But where is Shirokuma? Interesting. Anyway, watch out or else I'll surpass you, Deku, says Izuku, says Bakugo. He calls him Izuku now. And then Deku goes, I'll never forgive you, AFO. I don't think you're the monster. I don't think you're a monster beyond understanding. And then Shirokuma, AFO says, stop it. Deku goes, you're not even a demon king. He goes, don't look at me. You're just a truly lonely man. Boom. Hits him. And then AFO's looking in his world. He looks to the side. He sees a spark just come out. He goes, Yoichi? Midoriya-kun left a little before transferring. It seems he's adjusted his power. The response from the embers woke me up. Often very little of me remains. He really wants to complete one for all in the right way. And then AFO goes, whatever is fine. Anything really. Don't go. Show me your face. And then he goes, that's impossible. I'm disappearing. And then AFO's face is coming out. He goes, no, you are mine. Show yourself to me. Do it now. And then Yoichi goes, big brother, I wasn't able to guide you. That is what Midoriya noticed. Now he's offering us one final salvation. And then AFO goes, as he's reverting, no, I will not. I won't allow it. I love you. I truly love you. I'm nothing without you. Damn, he really cared about his brother, huh? It's time for you to pay for the crime of using so many people for your own sake. And I'm not the only one who woke up and all the vestiges are coming out. They're all angry. And I think Shigaraki is joining them too. Wait a minute. Let me think. Is sure? I don't think... I might be tripping. I thought Shigaraki was joining them too, because I would be funny as hell. Imagine Shigaraki's like, you trying to take over my buddy? Nah, you're going to suffer too. But anyway. So as Deku is punching, Shigaraki... Oh, it was Shigaraki. All right, yeah, Shigaraki definitely has some anger. So Deku punches, Shigaraki and the Vestiges punching AFO at the same time. That makes sense. All right, and AFO's finished. Yeah, AFO's done. Yeah, he's done ski. And then Shigaraki and Deku fist bumped. And then Shigaraki goes, after Master swallowed me, I thought I was done for. You made sure that I wouldn't disappear, Grandma. Ooh, I see why people might be conflicted about that. Ooh. But anyway, Kurigiri, I got my body back from my master, but I didn't manage to destroy anything. I'm a crying brat, just like you said. I wasn't able to crush your hand, said Shigaraki. Deku goes, I fought because I could not forgive what you've done. I wanted to stop you because you wanted to be stopped. Your sadness wouldn't be passed on. Shigaraki goes, ha. Izuku Midoriya, if Spinner is alive after all this, tell him this. Tomura Shigaraki fought until the end to destroy. And then Deku says, and you did it. Boom. Damn, Shigaraki's dead. The conclusion, the long spanning fate has finally cleared. This is interesting. We got a lot to talk about, guys. We got a lot to talk about because both AFO and Shigaraki are dead. Who else is left? You know what I mean? Like, what? Like, here's the problem now. Like, I'm looking now. I don't see why else you continue the story after this. Like, do you see what I'm saying? Like, after this chapter, I'm gonna be real. I wouldn't be surprised if Horikoshi ends this in like the next 10 chapters or something. Because I'm like, both Shigaraki and AFO are there. I didn't expect both of them to die. I thought one of them is gone and the other one will survive and will continue from there. That was my original thought process. But they're both gone. They've had the same, like, you know, back at 304, I think, when Deku saw Shigaraki's younger self and he said, you need saving, and they did the paneling like they were foils of each other. They did that again here. So you resolved Shigaraki's story. Like, literally, even I like the way Shigaraki went out in the fact that he said, I fought till the end. Like, I didn't like I'm happy that you didn't bitch out, if that makes sense. I'm happy you didn't go, oh, I'm a good guy. He said, listen, I tried to destroy. I gave it my best shot. I just couldn't do it, period. Like, that's fine. I'm cool with Shigaraki going out like that. But I'm just there like, okay, Shigaraki's gone. AFO's gone. Who's left? Unless... And Toga's gone. Dabi's been beaten. Toga is dead. The only person that's left is Spinner, and even he might be done. Like, he looked mentally like insane by the time we left. So unless Spinner gets some ridiculously crazy ass quirk and he's like, I will follow Shigaraki's, like, you could, okay, there's a way you can spin it. You could make Spinner the main villain. You could. But even then, like, Spinner's whole story kind of got resolved with Shoji. So the only way I can see this working is if Spinner becomes the main villain. And it can technically work. I just don't know what quirk you give Spinner to become the main villain. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, AFO was perfect. Like, the perfect quirk to give the final boss. I don't know what other quirk you can give. Unless Spinner gets New Order or some shit. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how. And even then, how is he going to transfer it? AFO's gone. So, yeah, I have a lot of questions. I won't lie. I have a lot of questions. But I don't hate this chapter. I'm cool with this chapter. I wouldn't say I love this chapter like the last one. I'll say I'm cool with it. I'm like, this makes sense. That's how I am. But I'm a bit shocked that both AFO and Shigaraki are dead. I will say that. And even though you would think we should have a bit longer of a fight of AFO being the main villain, or AFO taking over Shigaraki, I feel like if you go a couple more chapters longer, it would have dragged. So yeah, so that's why, like, I'm really torn. Shit. Sorry, I have a lot to say before I read the comments. I'm really, really torn because if this was the end of My Hero, they would have dragged that fight a bit longer. That's why I'm like, is this the end of My Hero? Like, a part of me is like, is this really the end of My Hero? Is there another villain gonna come out? But if you're gonna bring out another villain, who is it gonna be? You know what I mean? Shirakumo's vanished. Kurogiri's vanished. He's not there. And he thought about Spinner. Maybe both of them make a new league of villains, but even then, it's not the same when Shigaraki's being the build-up, you know? I really don't know how you're going to do it, because if you end it like this, and you end in the next chapters, people are going to be like, that villain was ass. I'm going to be honest. People are going to be like, that villain was ass. If you extend it, how are you going to, like, you could do a Shigaraki legacy type thing, but I don't know what quirk is strong as AFO. That's my problem. Deku needs an AFO level quirk to beat to beat. He needs something that strong. I don't know what they're gonna do. But anyway, let's see what we're saying here. Most controversial. Now I know why it's the most controversial, because both of them are dead. Like, dude, like what? Anyway, so I saw all this. Cool. Deku. Oh yeah, I forgot. Deku is quirkless now. That is true. I don't think he got his quirks back, did he? I think when they said let go of OFA, he really let go of OFA. Like, OFA was an AFO and crumbled the AFO man. So I'm like, oh, I completely forgot about that. Deku's quirkless now. That's true. What do we do? Like, this show might be over, guys. Deku's quirkless, but Shiggy probably gave him AFO OFA through the fits. Oh, right. I didn't think about that. Let's see. I don't see any lights. But because all of OFA is punching at the same time as Shigaraki, it is possible that is true. It is very possible. The fight is over. Spinner is not becoming the main villain. The war is over. You have the aftermath. Honestly, I have a feeling that that's the most likely scenario, because getting a stronger villain than AFO is a lot of work, man. I don't know how you do it. I really don't. The chapter is rushed to me. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Like, if you're gonna end My Hero, this is the AFO fight is rushed. It reminds me of Demon Slayer a little bit. Like, I've seen a lot of similarities to the finale of Demon Slayer. I'm not even gonna lie, because even Demon Slayer, yeah, as much as I rate the arc before the final fight, the actual final arc, I thought that was the best arc in Demon Slayer, the arc before, because that was crazy. But yeah, the way it all like ended, like the final fight especially, I was like, oof, it's a little rough. Like, it doesn't feel that great. With My Hero, yeah, I feel like I have that same feeling, but I kind of am a bit more lenient, because I would say Horikoshi has kind of been telling us this the whole story, if that makes sense. So that's why I can't get mad at this chapter. I can't look at the chapter and be like, oh, My Hero's ruined. I'm like, I wonder if this is the end. You know what I mean? I'm very much like, but if this is the end, I guess it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my feeling on it. Like, I'm not, yeah. But I understand why you mean rushed. Like, literally, AFO came like 2 chapters ago. AFO and Shigaraki's body. If you're gonna make him the final villain, like the final villain, why not like have him be that guy for like 10 chapters? You know what I'm saying? So. And this is the issue as well. The fight has been going on for ages, bro, ages. This fight went on for ages. So if you do extend it, people are like, this thing is dragging. But if it's a final, like, I would be more lenient on that if it's the final fight. Do you know what I mean? Like, back to Demon Slayer, that final fight dragged. Let's be honest, it was long as hell, but it was the final fight. Do you see what I'm saying? Break next week. True, I saw that. I don't like how the Vestiges left Deku, AFO taking Shigaraki's body just for him to get killed a couple chapters, even though I like AFO how you make the most of Shigaraki deck. See, I I'm cool with the Vestiges leaving Deku. I was actually really cool with that because it makes it seem like the fact that Deku beat Shigaraki with All Might's punch is like, all right, cool. There's something that was worked for. Because my problem with a lot of the Vestige stuff is the fact that I felt like he got these quirks too easily, in my opinion. Every other quirk apart from Black Whip, he pretty much got super easily. So I'm very cool, even though he did train, I guess, for float, but I'm really cool with the Vestiges leaving for him to fight Shigaraki. I'm cool with that. But yes, AFO getting killed a couple chapters after coming, it's like Stars and Stripes all over again. Yes, you leave an impact, but at least Stars and Stripes had like just came into the series so she can leave and like, oh, this is an impact. This one is like your AFO for crying out loud. How are you losing in 3 chapters? Like, come on. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know you've been fighting gods, but calm the hell on. This is perfected AFO at that point. Like, come on. You know what I'm saying? Like, destroy a planet or some shit. Okay, you can't do that. But destroy a mountain or something and flatten half these heroes. You know what I mean? Like, that's where I'm like, oof, I don't know. It's a little rough, but yeah. Deku and Shigaraki for do you mean like Deku and Shigaraki in terms of the actual fight? Yes, you might be right about 6 to 8, right? But if you're talking about what like everything that was going on while they were still fighting, at least 30 chapters, man. Like it was crazy. Like, dude, even me for a second, I'm like, how have we not how is this fight not fought? You know what I mean? Yes, but this is a different AFO, David. Sup, David, by the way. But here's the problem. It's like the Thanos thing. It's like, all right, Thanos in Infinity War did most of the damage, but Thanos in Endgame came out and was the final villain. Do you know what I mean? And he didn't do much. That's what it feels like to me with AFO. I won't lie. Like, because it's like the real AFO was fighting people for ages, got beat by Bakugo at the end of the day. But this AFO we've already been established since Taurus. This is a whole different dude. I mean, okay, similar dude, but it's like it's like AFO's like cloned his conscious or something. That's how I think of it, right? That's not the same AFO. So because of that, right, this AFO should have had more time to shine, in my opinion, because this is the AFO that you've seen in the Vestiges with Shigaraki, with Stars and Stripes, seen with Deku, with Shigaraki in the war. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, that's why I'm very, man, I don't know. Maybe this will grow on me, but I'm very half and half about how AFO Shigaraki has gone out. I won't lie. Like, I understand it. I'm like, I'm not hyped about it. I won't lie. About the Vestiges, I didn't feel like an actual goodbye. They just said you're not even okay, fair. But I feel like next chapter they could do that. They could be like, oh, the embers of going away, and then the Vestige users all look at Deku and say thank you for completing AFO and destroying the evil and all that stuff. So Deku caved in his chest 5 times. What? Shigaraki. I mean, yeah, but it's AFO. Like, dude, like. Maybe I overhype AFO. I think when you have the AFO quirk, you're literally a god. Like, in my opinion, you're literally a god. So, yeah, exactly. See what I'm saying? What you're saying about Deku? Exactly. It was off screen, but because like we'd see glimpses of it, we know a fight was happening. So when you know, like for example, right? What's a good example? I'm trying to give you better terms, right? Okay, it's like if get this right. Imagine Endgame is playing on TV, right? And Endgame has been playing on TV, and you're not watching it, right? 2 hours of Endgame has passed, or 2 hours and 30 minutes have passed. We know Endgame is playing on TV, but you're not watching it. Then you come in to the final 30 minutes and you see that final fight, and you're like, whoa, this thing is hype, right? That is basically what I'm saying with this thing. It's literally like that. It's like well, okay, kind of what like that. Sorry, because all the events of Endgame is happening. All the events is happening, but and we know, but even though we've only seen that fight, we know a lot happened. And actually, no, that's actually maybe not the wrong analogy. Basically, what I'm trying to say is right. Oh, what's a better analogy? It's like, it's like, it's like a boxing match when you're hyped as hell to see to see let's say Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson, right? And Jake Paul and Mike Tyson, you know they're gonna have a final fight. You know that fight is the last fight. It's gonna be big. But they've been hyped, and all the undercards are coming. All the undercards are just there and there and there. You see Jake Paul training and training and training, and we're just there like, okay, this is the same wrong analogy. Basically, what I'm trying to say is, right, yes, Deku and Shigaraki, most of the fight was off screen, right? But because we knew they were fighting all through those 30 chapters, and we got glimpses of it, right? It makes it seem a little bit more tedious than it actually is. That's what I'm trying to say. We know they're fighting. We know they've been fighting. We know that time has passed. We know that Deku has gone so many different parts of Japan with this fight. So you see what I'm saying? So that's why. Wait, what was my whole point with this whole thing again? I'll try to basically say that this fight is dragged. Okay, that's why to me it's dragged. Yeah, because we've been knowing it. It would have been if Deku and Shigaraki fought for like 5 chapters at the end, and they just like Deku's been running the whole arc. It would have been like, damn, like this anticipation is long, but I don't think the fight would have dragged. You know what I'm saying? I hope that makes sense, Ting. Let me know if I've said that wrong. What was the main reason for AFO to steal Shigaraki's? You see what I'm saying? Like shit like that. Imagine watching Dragon. Okay, there we go. That is literally all right. Fine. Okay, I see your point now. What you're trying to say is most of the good parts of the fight was off screen, right? Yes, it was dragged and off screen. I agree with that. That's my point. I think it was definitely off screen, so that means that the fight wasn't as good as it could be. I get that, but it also means because we kept on hearing it, even if it was off screen, that shit dragged. Like that's the thing. Honestly, it dragged. We kept on getting a chapter or two. Like it's like saying the Kaido and Luffy fight didn't drag. It dragged. Like let's be honest, that fight dragged, but it's still a mad fight. You know, you know what I'm saying. So hold on. I think the Vestiges return home, but I will not be mind if Deku returns quirkless. In 2 years, he tried. Do you know what? If the series ends with Deku becoming quirkless, I'm okay with that. I'm actually really okay with that. I just would have preferred it if, let's say, I don't know. I mean, now Deku's the greatest hero in history, and I guess in anime manga terms, having 2 years of work is enough to end the story technically. Because I'm thinking in terms of like Naruto ended. Well, I guess there's Boruto, but Naruto technically ended his story at what 16, and he started at 12. So that was what 4 years. Bleach, I think Ichigo's 15. I think it ended like 18 or something. I'm not finished Bleach, but I'm assuming like 18 or so. That was about it. One Piece has been about, I think, 3 years of travel. So, or up almost 3 years of travel because they had the time skip and they hadn't been traveling that long into the Grand Line. So 3 years around about, and it's almost ending. So My Hero ending in 2 years worth of time in fictional time. Damn, it does technically make sense, but I don't know. I feel like they could have done more, to be honest. With I don't know, but I don't write the story. See, I'm very conflicted because I don't write the story. I want Horikoshi to write what he wants, to be honest. So that's why when I get this and I'm reading it, I'm like, I understand it. But I do feel like I wish some of the power-ups was spaced out a little bit more. Like if they had like the One Piece level of, like, maybe you don't have to make it One Piece long, right? But if it was One Piece long, right, you could really, really, really flesh out these powers and stories. I'm going to be honest, because the way Deku upgraded from like the training arc onwards was way too quick. I'm going to be honest. He's been upgrading too many quirks at this too many times, but maybe that's me. Maybe I'm nitpicking because AFO's Shigaraki's dead. Maybe next week they'll just prove me wrong and stuff. So we'll wait and see. What is Boruto exactly? I would not say it was drag. You only saw them posing at each other for 4 times the actual fight, which was, I think it dragged because Tink, if you think about it, right, Deku did land some hits in the UA dome. Then they landed some hits there. Then you see what I mean? It dragged because they didn't just say, here's 5 chapters. Let's see what Deku and Shigaraki had done all this time. If they did that, I wouldn't have any complaints about dragging. It's because for a good 30 chapters, would get a page or 2 of Deku and Shigaraki fighting. So the fight is happening. Do you see what I mean? So that's why I'm like, it's dragging a bit. why is Bones spoiling the end of the war in the opening? Because everything that happens there is yeah. Oh, whoa. They spoil a lot in that opening. They spoil Bakugo's death. They spoil they spoil Hagakuri's return. They spoil Aizawa, not Aizawa, Aoyama's technically being the traitor. Like, if you notice who the person in the chair is, you know it's Aoyama. And you're like probably thinking, why is he tied up? Probably because he's the traitor. Like, dude, like they spoiled so much, man. Like, well, they did one thing I really liked was the Toga Uraka scene to scene. They spoiled a bit of Dabi's upbringing. Like, bro, like it's actually hilarious how much they spoiled. But I'm actually cool with the way they did it in the season 7 opening. Because I don't think, if you don't know anything, I don't think you're spoiled. I'm gonna be honest. Even Bakugo's death, like that is hard to tell if you're not a manga reader, that he died by Shigaraki's hand. Like, they literally had Shigaraki's fingers and Bakugo standing there smiling. Of course he's dead, but like I don't think I wouldn't have clocked that unless I was a manga reader, in my opinion. You have Bakugo pushing at the end, which he did in the chapter. We have Bakugo pushing Deku at the end, which he did this chapter. Hold on, where? Oh, right. Of course. Sorry, my bad. At the end of the OP, right, which he did this chapter. I don't think Bugs knew that. Maybe they did. Maybe they did. Maybe they did. But I don't think they knew that. I think they just guessed that one, to be honest with you. But looking back at Deku and Shigaraki's convo, yeah, I would have even this. Like, I see what you mean by rush. Deku and Shigaraki should have had a longer conversation. Should have had a little bit longer of a conversation. But I know Deku understands Shigaraki pretty much, so I don't think he needs it. But I would have liked it a little bit longer. But yeah, man, this is pretty interesting. Let's just wait and see for next chapter. That's all I'll say. Didn't Hori? Did he? I thought Hori told him them parts. I didn't know he told him the ending. I thought he told him parts of like there's not adapted yet. They definitely know since that. Oh crap! Well, I guess I'm wrong. Horikoshi has told him the ending. When did they say? When did he tell him the ending? Horikoshi ending Bones. Holy crap! Okay. Okay, it looks like Horikoshi did tell them who the ending. Well, if that's the case, then my hero is definitely over, man. I'm gonna be honest. My hero's over. Ain't no way my hero's surviving now. Oh, it's over, man. I'm gonna now that I know that Horikoshi told the ending. Yeah, this shit over, man. I'm gonna be honest. Give it 10 more chapters and we're done, man. We'll pack it up. But on a serious note, let's wait and see to after the break to see what happens with this series. But I have a feeling it's probably over. I'm gonna be honest, unless another villain comes out with New Order, but I highly doubt it. Yeah, I knew this. This is 21 episodes. I'm not surprised because I feel like season 8 will be the final season. I think season 8 they just wrap up everything, call it a day. Wait, actually, how many episodes will season 8 be? Because if you end, they're gonna end probably at when All Might gets the Iron Might thing and is about to fight AFO. How many chapters ago was that? Was that like 30 chapters ago? So maybe the final season might be like 13, 14 episodes, you know. How do you like Shigaraki? I know. Like, I'm gonna be honest. Damn, like I wanted to say this war is not as good as PLF, but so much good happened before Shigaraki. Like, so much good happened, man. So much good. Like, the Toga stuff was great. AFO fighting everyone was great. Dabi versus Shoto was great. Bakugo's death was great. Shigaraki, like, bro, there was so much good that happened, man. So much good. It's just the way it ended. That's the problem. It literally is just the way it ended. Oh, I didn't think about that. They might do that. Because I was thinking, all right, if it's going to be 12 episodes, you may as well make like if it's going to be 12 episodes, you may as well just make a movie. Or even if it's 12, make a 3-hour epic and call it the My Hero final movie or something like that. They'll make bread. Honestly, they'll make some serious bread. So we'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, man, guys, that's pretty much my reaction to My Hero 423, the probably wildest chapter of the whole series. I I'm I'm still processing it. I'm gonna be honest. I'm still processing it. It's a lot to take in after like years and years of watching this series and reading the series. It's like, oof, this is the way it ends. I'm not disappointed. I will say this. I am not disappointed. I'm just content. That's the word. Content is the word I can use to best describe my feeling right now. I'm just like, I guess this is how it ends. You know what I mean? Um, yeah, man, the last chapter was such a high. That's the problem. The last chapter was like a 10, and then you just drop this down to like a 7. Like it's actually like a 7 to an 8, at most an 8, right? Because it is a great chapter. Oh, 7. I'll say 7. I was gonna say 8. I don't think I can give it an 8 yet. Man, um, I'm gonna miss my hair. I will. I honestly, but I'll get to your point, Flora, because I do want to talk about that. Also, I don't know, but that could change the weather. Oh, yeah, he did. Like, oh shit. See, that is sick. You see what I mean? This is why I can't say it's a bad chapter. Like, shit like that is sick, man. Like, he did change it. Like, I didn't deep that until now. That's crazy. But in all seriousness, though, if this is how My Hero ends, I will miss My Hero Academia, and I still will rate My Hero. I still will rate it. It's still going to be my favorite manga. Well, one of them. And I still think My Hero is one of the greatest series I think in anime or manga history. I still think, even with this, I still think so, because the character development has been so elite, man. Like so elite. Like the character moments in this show is so good. Fights have been pretty sweet lately. Lately, we've got, like, to be honest, this arc has given us the best fights in My Hero. So that's what, you see what I mean? This is why I'm very conflicted about the whole arc, because we got the best fights. Like everything. We remember when we were asking, man, My Hero doesn't have the fights. We got the fights. Like when the fights are here. So yeah, man, that's why it's like, oof, after this high, man, I don't know, but I want to see how Horikoshi rounds off everything. Let me wait and see how he rounds off everything. Then I'll give my actual verdict of what I think of the series. But if I was to give my thought, like latest, yeah, I feel like this ending ends maybe in like 10 chapters or so. We'll see. We'll see how next chapter goes. But anyway, maybe Horikoshi is rushing it because of the 10th anniversary. If you're gonna end at your 10th anniversary, are you? My only thing is, right. My only thing is, if you're gonna end it at your 10th anniversary, it doesn't make sense for me to rush to that unless you had a sequel planned. Do you see what I'm saying? Because if you don't, why? You know what I mean? Like, bro, it's your story. Why rush it? End it however you want. Like, end it before the 11th one. It's not that deep. You know what I mean? So I don't know, but yeah, I know it's not the best fight. I'm gonna be honest. Deku vs Shigaraki is not the best fight. It's not the best fight. I would say the best fight, probably still AFO versus everyone. I'm gonna be honest. AFO versus everyone. That battle of AFO fighting, you see Mashia, you see every fucking quirk just come out, and you're just like, oh my god. That was still the best fight, I would say. And animated, that is gonna slap. Because I think that's probably the season that is gonna slap in the anime, man. Oh my god. But yeah, it's gonna be hard as a My Hero defender. I will say this, guys. I'm sorry. I'm gonna be blunt and honest with you guys. It's going to be rough as a My Hero defender, especially how JJK people are just scrapping and everyone's enjoying the scraps. It's going to be hard to defend My Hero as a My Hero fan. I'm just letting you guys know. I'm just warning you because I have already told myself that right now. I'm like, it's gonna be a long fight, man. I'm gonna be honest, but maybe this is Frieza where they think he died in his life. Man, real copium, man. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know how you bring back Shigaraki. That's the problem. How do you bring it back? Like how? Unless they had a quirk clone of him or use Ares quirk to rewind Shigaraki. I don't know how they're gonna do it, man. Also, yeah, 2 pages. You know what I mean? Like looking at the talk, I'm like, that talk was quick. You know what I mean? It was quick, man. We're talking about the main villain. The talk was quick, bro. So, guys, let's just wait for the break. Let's wait for the break and see what happens. That's what I'd say. But I'm preparing myself that this show is pretty much over. Like, so I'm just letting you know. But anyway, Thank you very much for watching the streams. Oh, wait, hold on. Let's see what he said. Decay was from Overhaul without the reconstruction. It's quite so. Unless, I mean, Overhaul could become the main villain, but I don't see what motivation he has to do that. Well, he does. Okay, that's a lie. He does have a motivation, Quirk Singularity Theory, and that's technically not been solved. So if Horikoshi wants to keep this going with the Quirk Singularity Theory being the main problem, he can. He actually can. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, this break is going to be interesting because this is going to be long. We're going to take 2 weeks to process this thing. I wonder what the hell is happening with this show. But anyway, now I actually have to go. So thank you very much for watching, guys. I'm going to be doing One Piece tomorrow. I owe you guys a One Piece stream from last week. So it's going to be a double stream. I think it's double stream. I might have to double check because it could have been on break, but it might be double stream. My Hero, I'm gonna actually do the TikToks and stuff for My Hero season 7, but I hope you're enjoying it. Yes, man, let's get fifth. Let's get fifth. Sheffield United. What can you do for me? What can you do for me, Sheffield? But yeah. So other than that, Sunday's gonna be great as a Premier League fan because I'm gonna watch Chelsea get Europe by God's grace. And I think that's it. So stay tuned, and I hope you guys had fun. If My Hero does end soon, I will say this. I really, really, really appreciate everybody who's been on these streams. Tink, Floor, David. I'm definitely gonna miss some people right now. Tyler, I believe. He had the profile image of oh my God, Denzel. Sorry, I forgot about you. Yes, you as well. I feel like I'm missing some others. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for being here every single week when we do My Hero streams, and hopefully to many more. I'm praying we do many more because I love chatting to you guys. But we'll wait and see. But thank you very much for watching again. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you soon. All right, peace.